Hello and welcome to the cottage of chaos and mayhem. The kids are the chaos, the rest is just mayhem. And it's here again, another I made it so you don't have to, where I review AI generated pattern kits on Temu and pull my hair out in the process. So in today's episode we are looking at this very suspicious milk carton bag. Does it work? Will it work? I don't know yet. I'm eager to find out, but I'm also terrified. So, there were quite a few red flags regarding this image that made it seem like it may have been AI generated. However, there were also a couple of red flags as well as to it could be a stolen pattern. So that is what we're going to find out during this investigation. So let's first take a look at the actual kit. Now, as always, because I always include it, we have our, they have more stuff in this than normal. We have our usual crochet kit for beginners guide that always comes in these kits, but I've not actually seen this in one of these kits yet. Haha. Very interesting. The last one had stuff missing. It had, the top's missing to our pumpkin cottage because my toddler has a thing for it. He really likes it. But it was missing wire and stuff like that, which was all crucial for parts of the kit. So there were some parts that I couldn't actually do. So this is definitely a change. Again, we have our unlabeled, I'm guessing 4-ply yarn by the looks of it. Not even an attempt to label these, so at least the previous ones had just a blank label on them. Oh, and we actually got a strap, even though, oh no, it is a strap on it. We actually got a strap with it this time, and we have 2 crochet hooks and some actual bag making stuff this time. Not eyes! We didn't get eyes! There's no safety eyes for once! Oh my god! Temu, are you feeling okay? So, we have a 3.5mm hook and a 2mm hook. So this is quite interesting. I will see if they are the right sizes. I haven't looked at the pattern yet. And as always, we have our little piece of paper, little card with the QR code on the back. So that's everything that's in the kit. So let's get started and find out whether or not this pattern works and whether it's stolen. We will go through everything. I'll see you then. Bye for now.
Case file, teddy bear milk carton crossbody. Verdict, unknown, under investigation. Today's case lands in Crochet Crime Corner with a verdict that is currently unknown. This listing shows a teddy bear milk carton crossbody bag sold as a DIY crochet kit. At first glance, this looks more plausible than some of the outright AI fantasy we've seen. The stitch density appears consistent. The shape is achievable. The scale makes sense for a small accessory bag, so this could be a real crocheted prototype. However, and this is important, the listing still raises concerns. There is no yarn weight listed, no hook size, no construction order, no indication of how the face applique, top shaping, and strap attachment are actually achieved. The photo styling is doing a lot of the work here. We're shown a finished object in a curated scene. Not the process, not the pattern logic, and not the reality a crocheter would face when opening the kit. So whether this image is AI generated or a heavily staged real sample, the outcome for the buyer is the same. You're being asked to trust the photo without being given enough information to reproduce it. That's why the verdict is currently unknown. This one isn't guilty yet, but it's not cleared either. I'll be testing it, so you don't have to. Crochet Court status AI-generated imagery. Unconfirmed real crocheted prototype. Possible transparent, trustworthy pattern listing. No risk to buyer. Moderate to high case. Status: open under investigation. Proceed with caution.
Hello and welcome back. I've just got back from my infusion and I've just finished our milk carton bag. It's actually worked out pretty well, which is surprising considering Derpy and the pumpkin cottage over here. And I would say it was actually beginner friendly to a degree. The only problem is that it was missing a couple of parts in the kit, which is a bit disappointing. And I did make a mistake, which I'll get onto in a moment. So first of all, let's see our little milk carton bag. And it actually looks pretty cute. It had 99% of what you needed to make it. It was just missing black yarn, a screw for this to go on the other side, which isn't a problem because this is going to be given to my stepdaughter for her LARP Renaissance character, which is a bard who is obsessed with milk. So it works pretty well with that. So this is actually going to be, I'm going to make a new strap for it and it will be attached to her belt for her. Not an issue for us, but could be an issue if you're wanting it as a little bag. It's dinky as well, it's so cute. Does it look like the AI image? I would say yes. The image just looks like it's been AI enhanced. So that brings up a suspicion of that this is a stolen pattern. So I can pretty confidently say it is 4-ply yarn. It works like 4-ply yarn. It feels like 4-ply yarn. So I'm pretty confident it's 4-ply yarn. And it says 4-ply yarn in the pattern, which never happens. The only thing that I would say that I did make a mistake on is that when attaching the felt, I started to glue it to the outside instead of on the inside. So we've got a bit of glue, which again is not a problem. It's just, it is how it is. Now, it doesn't come with anything to attach the felt with, and it doesn't tell you what to attach the felt with. And all I had with me in my backpack of goodies was super glue. So I have super glued it because that's all I had available. And because it only comes with 4 pieces of felt, not 5 pieces, I actually had to improvise the bottom using 2 offcuts, I guess you could say, to make it. And it's not overly flush and very well done in there. Again, I'm working with super glue here, so. But that was my mistake there, was that I started gluing it on the outside instead of the inside. So overall, it is a very beginner-friendly pattern. I do suspect that the pattern has been stolen and that they have tried to reword things because of the odd confusing language that was used. But I'm not overly sure on that. I can't verify that for certain. So I do suspect it, but I am not saying that that's the case. This could be that it has been generated by AI and is a workable pattern. It could be that they've actually got somebody to genuinely make a pattern. Just don't know. And I haven't had the time to look into that, but what I do know is that it is 100% workable. So only missing a few parts in the pattern, and you will have plenty of leftovers if you want to make a second one. Just you won't have any leftover felt or any of the little bits you need. Though I would be tempted to make another one. It's turned out really cute. I really like how it looks. So yes, I would be very tempted to make a second one. Though if I were to do that, I am going to look in to see if I can find if there is an actual pattern designer behind this, because I would repurchase the pattern from that designer to support the designer. So yes, overall, cute as heck. Wouldn't recommend buying kits from Temu because, like I say, you don't know what's in the yarn, you don't know what weight the yarn is, and it comes with missing parts. But if the original designer would like to reach out, you can comment in the comment section below. I will happily make another video promoting your pattern because it is so sweet and it does work. And I would highly suspect that this pattern has been stolen. So, verdict, not guilty overall. Now, if you liked this video, please do press that like button and subscribe because I do this series every month. I made it so you don't have to, so that we can learn about AI generated patterns on Temu and also look at what is actually provided in these kits. I also do crochet tutorials every week on a Wednesday, ranging from foundation so that beginners can learn how to crochet, and more advanced patterns as well for those who are more advanced. And I have got some other secret projects coming, not just crochet. I am intending to start teaching some other forms of crafts on this channel as well because I do love crafting and I would love to share my knowledge with you guys. So thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you next time. Bye!